Leanna, let's start with you. You aren't even supposed to be here today, so just thank you so much for flying in to be with us.
Absolutely.
Tell people who you are.
My name is Leanna. I am the owner of Out of the Box Marketing. We are a social media marketing agency based out of Denver now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
So, Leanna, when did you first meet me? How long ago was it?
I always say I don't know how I met you. You just showed up in my inbox one day.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that either, but that's okay.
And I'm so glad that you did.
Yeah. So this was 2-3 years ago, something like that.
It's been maybe a year and a half.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. So when we worked together,
Yes.
when we started working together, where were you in your business?
When I first started, I actually watched the Mindset Retreat, and I knew that I needed to be part of this community. And I didn't really have a business. I was working in the corporate world, and I had this social media thing that I did on the side. And I knew that you had to have a business, so I thought, I'm going to do this social media thing, and I'll just go with that. And I told everyone, I don't want to quit my corporate job. I'm very happy. I just want to be part of this community.
How much were you making back then in your social media side hustle?
Sure, about $500 a month. And
Okay.
I was like happy with that. I
So-
thought I was like rocking it.
So 500 a month times 12, I think that's 6,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somewhere around
Yeah. So 6,000 a year.
there. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you heard something that made you want to join
Yes.
Boldheart Business, and you joined the growth track.
Yes.
And tell me about your journey in the growth track.
So I started in the growth track, and literally overnight, I had people calling me saying, you gave us a quote 6 months ago, a year ago, we want to work with you. And I think I joined in February, and then that June, I came to my first meeting, and I had to quit my corporate job. My business was exploding so quickly that there was no way I could juggle both. I have 2 children, I have, there was just a million different things going on, and I thought, well, obviously it's my time. So I stepped in to, I quit my corporate job, and I decided I'm gonna do this full time.
So what were you making from the time that you entered the growth track to when you decided to quit your corporate job? How much money were you making now in your business?
I went from about $500 a month to, at the June meeting, I got my first 5-figure client. So I went from about 500 to about 5,000 to 7,000 in the first few months.
Wow. So what was it about what you learned, what you experienced? How did you grow so quickly in your income? Because the people here want to know.
And that's a great question. I get asked that a lot, and it's really simple. I follow the recipe. I know, Fabienne, you said that you've spent thousands and thousands of dollars to learn all this. I don't want to spend thousands
No,
and
you
thousands
shouldn't
to
have
learn
to.
all this. So I'm just going to believe what you say. And I didn't have enough fear going into it, because I always thought it was going to be my side hustle, that nothing stopped me. You told me what to do, and I followed the steps. And I think I went from, 500 in February, and then by last November at Mindset, I was able to join Leverage.
And
So-
leverage is when you're already in 6 figures.
Yes.
So over a period of how many months did you go from 500 a month to $100,000 in your business?
From February to November, what is that, 10 months, 9 months? Somewhere
Can we
around
just
that.
give her a hand for that? Apart from the recipes that you get here to follow, and you follow them to the T.
Yes.
You're just like, I'm not going to overthink it. She's done it. Let me make it happen. What is it about Boldheart Business as a whole? What are the aspects that have helped you get to where you are today?
So the recipe is great, but there's something that I think has weighed even more heavily, and that is these people up on stage with me. It is the tribe and the community. And when I feel worried or I'm on the wrong side of the list, I have a group of people that will rally around me. If I need a form, if I have a question, I post it in the group, and within minutes, literally within minutes, I have tons of people just supporting me, and you know, if I'm having a bad day, saying, you know what, you've got this. Or when I'm having a great day, saying, hell yeah, you've got this. And it's really, you know, I didn't think that I was going to grow again this much this year. We just ran the numbers. We grew 200% again this year. Yeah. But I think more than that, and growth is great, and financial freedom is great, but something that I didn't expect, and it's been such a wonderful gift to me, is the freedom that I have of my time. For those of you guys that know, I brought my daughter with me. I brought my grandson with me. Like, I'm allowed to spend time with my family now, and without this community and without that support, without the recipe, I wouldn't have that time freedom. And there's financial freedom, and that's fantastic, but the time freedom is a gift that is just immeasurable.
Yeah, you told me recently that part of being in this community is that you be unapologetic about how you really want to live your life, and you recently moved.
Yes. So I took a cue from you. I didn't move to Paris, but I was living in Arizona, and Arizona is great, except in June I didn't know if I could get off the ground because it was 120 and the airports were being shut down. And I thought, I don't want to live somewhere where it is 120, like that's just not me. And I have family that's in Colorado, and I looked at my kids. I came home and I said, we're moving to Colorado. And they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, no, we're moving like in 2 months. And they were like, wait, okay. And I don't think that they really believed me. And I told everyone, hey, we're moving to Colorado. And they're like, oh, great, when? And I was like, oh, I did it last week. So within 8 weeks, we pretty much up and moved. I moved my business, I moved my home, I moved my kids. And I'm in a place that's beautiful, and it's my Paris.
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah. How's life now?
Life is fantastic. I didn't know what it meant to live a truly unapologetic, authentic life. I was always worried about, if I get to the next level, what are people going to think? And you know, and now I've shifted my focus, and I'm an example for my daughter who's an entrepreneur, and my son who has that spirit. And it's about paving the way for them. And that gives me a joy that I didn't know that I was missing until I've been able to experience it.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I find it kind of created a monster, because now there's no going back.
Yeah, that's right. There is no going back. Hey, quickly,
sure.
Was there any resistance internally or externally for you in joining us?
To be totally honest, there's resistance all the time. We were on a call last week, and I said, guys, something happened, and it makes me want to be small, and I'm afraid to take that next step. And gosh, everyone rallied around me and said, you know what, we've all been scared, and this is what you do. And Fabienne said, you need to get on a plane and you need to be in a mindset. And I was like, okay, so here I am.
Woo!
But it is about facing that resistance and understanding that fear is not real, and taking that next step and knowing that you have the support and genuine love of an amazing community to help you face those fears head on.
Are you glad you did?
Yes.
Yeah. Give her a hand, everybody.